Legends Assemble. We're back.
We're live.
NickyBato is back in 2024 with our special guest,
Big Stupid Baby.
Big Stupid Baby Hannah. Welcome to the show, Hannah.
Thank you for having me.
Are you aware that your name is a palindrome?
I am. A caricature man told me when I was in 3rd grade.
I see. And that's how you blew up on Twitter.
Yeah.
You know, I think caricature men should do like a mass suicide. All of them. I do.
Just like the people that draw. They're just the people that draw people in nasty ways.
Yeah,
right?
it's like the lowest, meanest form of art.
It is really mean. Yeah.
They're modern day court testers. Let them be. Society needs them to function.
You getting a lot of love from chat, Hannah. We have Krebs, Miss Rude, Cecilia all coming in. Dylan points out Big Stupid Baby is not a palindrome. I should have done the math on it.
You're right.
That's fair.
Does anyone know how to pronounce it backwards?
Yabab de butts gib. That's pretty. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
You sounded like you were doing that Letterman thing where he like holds envelopes on his head and he reads them without opening them. Have you ever seen that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
He puts an envelope. It's like a psychic bit that he used to do on late night, and it wasn't. He read one time and it was like sis Pumbaa, and everybody was like, "What is that?" And he opens the envelope and it's like the sound of a sheep exploding, and it was like, that's what you sounded like. Johnny Carson, sorry, yeah, that's I knew I had been mistaken, Mister. Thank you. Lee is in chat. What's up, Lee?
Let's just, well, first of all, how was your guys' holidays? This is our first episode in weeks.
First episode of 2024, and our legend guest, Hannah, thank you so much for coming on. You are a true legend, killing it on Twitter, OnlyFans, and real life, dude. If you guys in chat want to get to know Hannah at any point during the stream, you can type !guest, and you can click on any of her links.
Well, wait, there's also a link if you can't afford a subscription.
Yes, Hannah does have OnlyFans. And
if you can't afford a subscription, we're here to help. Right?
We're here to help. We have another command. Just type !broke to out yourself. And there will be a lot of resources there.
We got Indeed.com, ZipRecruiter,
and Monster.com. All those websites will help you afford Hannah's OnlyFans.
I love it.
Oh my
I really for a second thought that y'all had found a free OnlyFans of me.
There's a free one?
Wait, there's a free OnlyFans. Don't let chat know because the Google searches are going to be crazy, right?
There's not a free one.
Oh my goodness. Happy New Year, Casey. Welcome. 2024. Kicking it off strong. What are you drinking there, Hannah? Is that Diet Coke?
Diet Coke. All day long.
Diet Coke Nation, rise up.
Casey brings up a good point. If you can't afford Hannah's OnlyFans, you could start your own OnlyFans to afford Hannah's.
That is good.
I'd support that 100%.
Hell yeah.
More men should be spreading their cheeks. Show whole. 2024.
We've had this argument before, Bato. I'm all for it, and you're like,
what do
resistant.
You mean? I'm not resistant. I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to do
you
it.
so
No, you said you're happy. You said you're happy to take the photos, as long as it's my cheeks.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I have been so open to this. Hannah, do you think we should start an OnlyFans? Should we go? If we started OnlyFans, would it be a NickyBato OnlyFans, or would there be a Nick OnlyFans and a Bato OnlyFans, and we crossed over? Do you think that 2 is better with twice the subscription fees?
2 streams of
Or do you think
income
it's
is always
spread
better
too
than
thin?
just one. And collabs are huge. We should separate just to come back together a few times.
We would only be collabing with each other. Who would agree to that?
Can you
Collab all
imagine?
the time. You wouldn't be collabing all the time.
I'm gonna get my weekly Nick and Sabato in one room jacking off video as opposed to them separately. Love it. Oh, we're wearing the wrong shirts, guys. Oh, Brandon.
Oh my God,
Nick, no.
I'm so stupid. I'm sorry. Right now, we got merch for Christmas, and I was supposed to wear it tonight.
It's okay.
Fucked up. I know. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
You're gonna have to tune in next week. We will have it on.
We'll get to the shirts next week.
We will have it on next week. This is next week, but this is about Hannah. So,
let's get into it. You had a guy dump you in a unique way. Can we talk about this? Do I have permission to talk about this?
Yeah, it was extremely unique. It would have been normal if like a year later I hadn't found out it was a lie. He told me he was gay. And then he was already moving out of state. Like he had a way to break up with me already. There was no reason for that.
So he publicly pretended to be gay, right?
He announced on Twitter and Instagram that he was gay. I was like, Jake's gonna go on, and I name dropped him already.
He had you announce it?
Oh yeah.
No way.
I was like, Jake's gay, get out of voice. I tried to set him up with one of my mutuals because he was moving to Austin briefly after the breakup, and I had a mutual that lived there that was gay, and they looked identical, and they both thought each other were hot. It was weird.
Wait, instead of just saying, "Oh, I'm moving out of state, I don't think this is gonna work out," he said, "Can you tell everyone I'm gay?"
He fake came out, and that was the. So
that's fine.
So
and we got matching.
He announced on. Sorry, what was that, Hannah?
We got matching tattoos 3 weeks after he dumped me. Like he did not have to do all of that.
Wow, good lord!
Stop.
Was it like a "we'll always love each other" tattoo type of thing?
Listen.
Can we see the tattoo?
It says "See you soon."
Oh my god! No.
That was our third matching tattoo, though. Like we got them every Valentine's Day, and he just happened to break up with me right before Valentine's Day.
That is so ridiculous. Wait, what are the other matching tattoos?
You'll be able to tell that we took turns each year on who decided it, because that was the third one, and this is the first one. I'm gonna do this safely. It's Cupid with a bazooka, because Cupid took our asses out when we met each other or some shit. And then the second year, I can't remember which year it's behind. Is there a circle there?
No. Wait, maybe under the hair.
Wait, I think it
might have been there. No, it was the other one.
It's literally just a circle behind my ear, and I can't even remember what it was supposed to mean.
Wait, so who picked the first and the third, and who picked
He did the circle because he was. Mine are beautiful.
Then a year later, you found out he wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't sucking and fucking at all.
Chat is really curious. How did you find out that he's not gay?
He kept paying this girl on Venmo with like hearts, and I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" So I looked her up, and I was like, "She's kind of ugly. Maybe it's like not like that." And then one day I decided to look up her Instagram, and they were like clearly together. And so I went out and I just got tanked, dude, just hammered. And I found out her home address and like her parents' name and stuff, you know.
Wait, so you found out all this personal information about it?
And I signed her and him up for Jehovah's Witness visits and Southern New Hampshire University emails and phone calls. And that's how I dealt with that.
Wait.
It's free to send a Jehovah's Witness to anyone's house.
So are they constantly getting Jehovah's Witnesses now? Is it like a recurring thing, or do you request it?
I have no idea. However, I should send myself Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah. Just so you know what you're doing to people.
No idea. I've done it to like a lot of people.
Wait, someone just followed, and they said, yeah, she sent Jehovah's Witness to Nucci's house. Algo 25. Thank you so much for the follow. You're dripping with me show.
Wait, did you send him to his house too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, it was his parents' house, but last I knew, he like moved back in with them. So.
It don't cost nothing. Send him to more houses.
It's free. There's like services where you can mail people like gorilla poop, and it's like, why would I pay $12 to bother you when I can sign you up for magazine subscription testers?
Yeah. It's true. It's so devious and effective. That's such a.
You can just only do it to like a person once, because it can still become harassment. Like they can still charge you.
Why hasn't Jehovah like blocked your number at this point?
Yeah, they keep giving her work. Or she keeps giving them work. She keeps giving them work.
I am doing just as much for the Jehovah's Witness community as the people
that's
I'm
what
doing.
Oh my god.
They do not have me beat. I have a remote job with them.
We have some compliments. We have women are so creative when they're wronged, and we have she's so cunt for that.
I tell everyone about it because I need it to happen more often.
You know,
normalize it.
Yeah.
Men can't say cunt in the complimentary way. It still sounds vulgar, doesn't it?
I was just
saying that.
It was hard to read that chat. I had to click permission on that chat. Twitch knows that I'm not even allowed to read it. It's like, I
bet there's people who, when I said that, were like, ugh.
Yeah, they were like,
know?
Nick said cunt. Oh, now Bato said cunt. No.
Just give me like one good serving cunt. Like, just say it. Like, say it with your chest. Like, be proud of it.
If I say it with my chest, it sounds like I'm screaming at a woman.
Say it. Say it. Wait, what if you say serving in front of it like Hannah said? Serving
Yeah,
cunt.
no, just be like, oh, I'm serving cunt today. Just say it for me, Nikki.
I'm serving cunt today.
Clip that.
Please,
somebody clip that.
Because I do it when I do 212 by Azealia Banks. And she's going, I'm a ruin you, cunt. I'm a ruin you, cunt. See, it still sounds weird. All right. Yeah, see, they said it sounds like Hannibal Lecter when I say it.
Oh, dude, that's a good nickname for you, Hannah.
I've never been called that before.
DM Smith is in chat. What's up, DM Smith? Thank you for coming through. We're having our weekly talk show here at NickyBato with Hannibal Lecter here. You have some horror paraphernalia in the background behind you, don't you?
I do.
That just looks like a scary clown.
I painted it myself. I found it at a garage sale in Utah.
Oh, sweet. Nice.
And then,
Wait,
you know.
Was the guy that broke up? Oh my god. The Pee-wee hurt.
You can try and make him sound normal if you... But this pretty sounds bad.
Wait, is Pee-wee the guy or is it a character?
No, Paul Rubin's the guy.
Oh, okay.
Did he go by Pee-wee IRL or?
No, he went by Paul Rubin. He was
Dude, we got all the legends coming out in chat. We got Rhino, Ollie Badian in here. Just say it with an Australian accent, Nick. It's more acceptable to say that, Rhino says. Mokuma's in here.
They said they're calling me a misogynist, so that's cool.
God forbid men have hobbies.
Exactly. We got Gav, we got Kiwi. All right.
Dude.
Oh, so we had a huge snowstorm today, Hannah. Did wherever you live get hit with something?
The undisclosed location in a different state. No, it has like global warming is alive and well. We have it snowed like for 10 minutes on Halloween.
I thought
and otherwise it has been absolutely gorgeous out, like mid 40s, you know. You could throw on some shorts if you're feeling frisky.
I'm praying for that in New York.
Dude,
we need a little climate change. A little change is good. A little climate change is okay.
If
man.
you're against like change, you sound conservative.
You
right?
sound conservative, yeah. Let's just I want enough climate change to get to the San Diego winter, and then we stop and like that's when no more airplanes. We go cold turkey on climate change.
I'm fine with like 20% of current land being uninhabitable.
Build vertical.
Yeah,
we need to build vertical, dude.
So when I realized that I didn't have a shovel. So I went out with a dustpan. And
a dustpan?
I went out with a dustpan. This is how I've skated my life. Do you know what I do? Maybe you've noticed this, Bato. I look like I'm trying to do a task until someone more capable feels bad and does it for me.
It's very effective.
So I'm just like hitting my car with a dustpan. And then my neighbor comes out and goes, "Hey, my man, you're not going to shovel your car out doing that." And then he brought me out a shovel and helped me shovel my car out.
No way.
Yeah.
That's fire. Hell yeah, man.
It's the pathetic glitch. As long as you look pathetic, someone will help you.
That's it. You just look like you're making an effort. Like that's
incompetence.
No.
What's the nice incompetence?
It wasn't. No, it's not incompetence if there's a scheme behind it, you know? If I was,
The weaponized part.
If I genuinely was trying to scoop snow with a dustpan, then it would have been bad.
It's like that'd be like in SpongeBob when Patrick's sweeping the floor with the broom upside down. It's like, okay, buddy, but. Dude, well, at least someone helped you over there. We got a whole crew over here at the apartment complex that didn't really shovel at all. I was calling it the Shoveler's Pride Parade because it's a bunch of guys that work for the apartment complex just walking around with shovels, just marching around, not shoveling a damn thing. I was like, okay, the Shoveler's Pride Parade was what it was. I was like digging my car out, moving. I was like, what? And then I got into the lane. There was no other spaces to pull into. I got to the lane, showed my car out. Then I'm trying to get out of the complex, just more snow. It's like, what do you have to am I the first one that left today at 1 p.m. that I have to shovel my way out of the whole thing? Oh, I had one question. Was that guy who lied about being gay, he was the boyfriend that's on all your Facebook photos?
Yes.
Because I thought when I looked at your Facebook, because we did a little sleuthing.
Did you think I was married?
What?
Did you think I was married?
No. What I thought that the guy died. I thought that he died because there was a lot of pictures of you and a guy in a pit bull, and then it was just you and a pit bull. I thought he got eaten. I thought that's what happened. I thought the pit bull ate him.
My tag photos must be public because like one of his friends was posting all of those. And then my friend that I met after he broke up with me has a pit bull. Like the various pit bulls through the seasons of life.
It's just I'm sorry to keep going back to this. So he said I'm like fully on cock now. He wasn't like.
Oh yeah, no. Like he dumped me when I tried to have sex with him.
And he obviously was like because he obviously wasn't always like you had a years-long relationship. It's just such an absurd lie.
And he was
because
really out of state.
I know. Why didn't you just go with that?
It's blowing my mind.
That was crazy.
To post that on every one of your social medias too.
What's the plan there after you
do
that?
Like,
you
come back?
Yeah. Was he never? He what?
It wasn't on Facebook. His dad would have like croaked.
His dad would have croaked.
Oh, he would have died.
I think this is what we were talking about on a few episodes ago. Like, if you're you have to have the resolve to start liking dick at that point.
You have to. You've made your bed.
It's a cake and eat it too type thing. What this guy was doing.
You need the resolve. Yes. Yeah. You need the resolve. That is like, what a half-baked lie. Like you said, it's like he's playing a game and he's the only one playing it. You know, he's moving out of state. There's no fun or honor in his task. It's lame. It's lame.
He had to do it. He had to do something interesting. I think what he wanted to do, what is most likely, this really reflects on my bartender the night that I sent him the Jehovah's Witnesses was like, don't you think that says something about you that he faked being gay to leave? I think he did it so that there would be no chance that I would ever try to get back together with him when he moved back to Colorado, which is so fucked up.
Wow.
Wait, so Lee also just said in chat, mine told me he was gay after dumping me. What is this new thing now? It almost makes you think we're too accepting of people's queerness that now everyone could just say they're gay.
Every single woman that my best friend's husband dated before is a lesbian now.
Wait,
so
wait,
if they ever get a divorce, she's going gay.
Yeah, no, I mean, I feel like that's more understandable. I feel like these are just like these guys. Oh, after doing it. So, like, after doing the naughty, he said he's gay.
Oh, so he dumped me before, and he waited till after.
Oh, okay. But
that sucks.
That's my thing. That
couldn't have been good sex.
Dude, if you're gonna tell me you're gay, it's like I give you the benefit of the doubt for a week, but you got 7 days to suck a dick. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it at all. I'm sorry. Either
put your money where your mouth is.
Where your mouth. You can't just say you're gay and then move out of state.
Yeah.
The weeks leading up to him moving out, I was like, oh my god, like I'm so excited. Like, are you downloading Grindr? And he was like, no, I I don't really think I'm gonna date. I should have seen that as a red flag.
Yeah.
I'm gay, but I'm not gonna experiment at all.
That's the
He also
thing.
dumped me a month before he moved out. Like I had to coexist sharing a bed with a gay man.
If you aren't an asexual man, you are a horny man. There's
Yeah,
no way that
exactly.
he is not.
Was he doing the voice?
The voice?
Like
the gay voice?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did he change his mannerisms? Did he do anything?
No,
No.
See, that's a tell.
he was still just like
He wasn't even
dirty
committed to
cynic.
the bit, and you fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. Oh my God.
Dude.
I would lie about that. It's crazy.
You know what? Speaking of gay, my gunkle, right? He's got the TV in the kitchen now. He's got this little TV in the kitchen that he watches stuff just when he's like, just so he can watch stuff in all rooms, you know? So, like, good for him. I've recommended this guy shows, man. Shows on shows, 20-minute shows, little treats. He's never watched a show or movie I ever recommended him, okay? For Christmas, I got him HBO Max for a year as a present. And we were looking through and he's like, oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. I'm like, yeah, this is really good. And he was like putting stuff on the list. And he's like, yeah, I'll watch this. Hasn't watched a thing since I got it for him. The other day, I'm over there at his house and this motherfucker right in front of me, after telling me, oh, I never watched that stuff because I'm super tired, this, that, I got this to do. He put on the fucking Hobbit Extended Edition on HBO on that TV. Are you kidding me? You can't sit down for an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm, but you can watch the Hobbit Extended Edition at your leisure at any moment? What is going on?
It's really funny. Chad said Gunkel mentioned in 48th straight episode.
I listened to the gynecologist episode earlier, and you mentioned your gunkle like 10 times in a 20-minute span.
I don't think his gunkel's real. I think his gunkel is when he has a funny story.
It's doing like a Norm Macdonald, like my wife.
Yeah.
What was his wife's name?
Ruth.
Ruth. My wife, Ruth.
I've never met this guy. I go to the Pride Parade every year. Never seen this guy.
Never seen him there. You know what? It's like it's. I'm getting like close to being uncovered too, because you and your mom keep inviting me over for the holidays. You're like, bring your uncle too, because we usually go to his house, me and my little brother, and I'm just like, no, we're busy.
You're gonna do the reverse Jake. You're gonna say he's straight now.
Yeah.
Just about to say, like, do you think he's lying?
No, I don't.
I think it's a figment of Bato's imagination. Gunkel is the new 50 Cent, because there were like 20 straight episodes where we mentioned 50 Cent.
Yes.
And no one pointed it out, so we stopped a bit.
How could you be bringing 50 Cent up that frequently?
50 Cent is a huge, like, cultural icon. What do you mean?
He's like the real-life Dos Equis guy.
Yeah.
I bring 50 Cent up like 1 to 2 times a month.
No, you're crazy. We talk about him in our normal combos
all the
at least
time.
6 times a day.
We have talked about
Then what broke the streak?
It just wasn't testing well.
It was, yeah.
The material wasn't testing well. With an extended bit like that, you expect some sort of payoff after a calendar year. And there was nothing coming from the 50 Cent bit, so we had to move on.
So we're dealing with snow over here, but you were dealing with fire a little bit ago, right?
Yeah.
That's a good transition.
That's a good transition.
I
was working on that all night.
I love it. That's a great transition.
Your home burned down, right?
Your whole house burned down.
It didn't burn down to the ground, no. I still live like in the same building.
Oh, okay. So
it was
where
just
you
only
live
my
specifically?
apartment and the apartment above it. I was just really lucky.
It was an electrical fire?
Yeah, it's a really old building, and my wall next to my front door shared a wall with like the electrical closet where every breaker in the building was. And it just, firemen kicked my door in, chopped up my wall, and then covered it in water and ashes and locked the door for a month, and it just rotted. It was disgusting. I had peaches on my counter. I don't think I can ever eat a peach again. I didn't know they turned that color.
Oh my
Wait.
goodness, dude.
Wait, were you home when it happened?
No, I was driving home in the middle of the night. I also, like 8 hours earlier, I was on mushrooms. If I had been on mushrooms when I got the phone call that my house was on fire, I can't imagine what would have happened to me.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, I was just getting off the highway, so I'm like 5 minutes from my house, and my neighbor called me and was like, "Hey, the apartment caught fire, but it wasn't the whole building. It was just
It was
blank
just
and blank.
yours.
It was just
My
your
own
shit.
building."
Everybody else is
And
really
then I showed up,
relieved.
and every door is open. My cats were there. My cats didn't
Aw.
leave.
Or
It
are
was
they
very.
were they like traumatized?
They were for so long, but I also had to live in a Radisson for like 2 weeks. And they hated it so much, and I did too. I will never go to a Radisson again.
No, that's cool. Right? Living in a hotel for 2
I
weeks.
think that's cool.
That's cool.
That
yeah.
is cool.
I feel like an electrical fire that just targets your apartment is kind of a sign from God, right?
It was crazy.
If I like left a candle burning or something, I'd be like, yeah, you know, that's on me.
Do you
But an
I
electrical
mean, I did
fire,
have a forest
man.
on fire a couple years ago, and that one was my fault. And it was because I like put a cigarette out in a potted plant. Like 2 hours later, I woke up, big fire, big fire. I got sued by the apartment complex when I moved out because I never told them about it. And that one was my fault. And then when this happened, everyone was like,
They were all like, wow, the Hannah who cried wolf. Do you think it was all the Jehovah's Witnesses praying, smite that OnlyFans girl in Denver? Just send her.
That's
you know,
man. I don't
it's
know that
definitely something I had to have done in my past to deserve
I was gonna
2023 as a whole.
I don't know that I could process an electrical fire that only affected my apartment.
You think it would shatter
It
you?
did nothing to cause it, and now I'm in a fucking hotel.
It was so annoying.
Don't you think it would
Annoying is an understatement. Oh my goodness. It was what a drag, man.
hate
So
that?
a lot of my furniture survived, all my squishmallows in my bed, and a lot of my clothes died. But you know, if the cats had like, I would be dead if the cats didn't live.
Oh my goodness.
That
Oh
was
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Did you get like reimbursed?
I got fucked over by insurance so badly.
Not a
Really?
damn
Horribly.
thing.
It was horrible. But you know, it turned out fine, I guess.
How did
I
it turn
hate being
out
on the
fine?
second floor.
How did it turn out?
You got a worse apartment and no money.
It actually cost more.
Yeah.
This apartment is 70 square feet bigger. I will give it
okay.
that.
All right.
There you go. You won.
Yeah.
You won. Blessing in disguise.
Um.
And it looks like your decor has not suffered one bit. I'm looking. You got besides the thing you painted, you got the Andy Milonakis hat.
Is that
Love to
Stilo
see
Green
that.
in the middle?
It's my friend James. It's his senior portrait.
Oh.
I found it in the trunk of the car one time.
Is that CeeLo Green?
Moving on.
Moving on.
Don't you think it would have been cool if you were home though, and a fireman like carried you out?
I mean, I was gonna bake the fire department cookies because I was like, damn, y'all dealt with that really quickly. But then I never did. So I could have met a man.
It was a nice thought. You should tell
I
them that you
could.
thought about it.
I could have found myself a nice little fireman out of this.
Exactly.
You could have.
Didn't
I
try
mean-
hard enough.
I mean, that is an electric fire, man. That is so scary. That's one of the scariest realities we have to deal with. That
Think
any
about-
day, like, unwarned, your house can burn down.
That's it. That's what I get so scared about having the curtains behind all this like
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, you're done for.
I'm toast, literally.
I'm gonna burn your
What's
house
crazy is
down.
I took the batteries out of my smoke detector like a month ago.
Well, that was
In
good.
the new apartment.
Well,
Wait.
no, I think that's fair, because what are the odds you get 2 fires?
Yeah.
You know, you're good.
There's no
Respect.
way, right?
Respect.
Right.
I'm
You're
running
good.
my space heater 24/7. I got my fire out of the way. I'm done for the rest of my life.
There you go.
That's like
it.
when I had a home invader last year. Now I leave all my doors unlocked.
Never
Because
gonna
I'm like,
happen.
what's
Nobody's
the
gonna
odds at
touch.
this point?
Nobody's
Yeah.
gonna
See,
touch.
I draw the line there because my car will get stolen again. Like, I live downtown.
Oh, your car got stolen?
Your car got stolen once?
Last year sucked. My car got stolen. My car got hit by a bus. My new car got hit and ran. I broke my ankle. My house burnt down.
Oh my god!
I threw out my back twice, and I left my glasses at the top of a waterfall in Utah.
Wait, go back to your car getting stolen. You went to go to work one day and your car just...
I also like how
Yeah.
I feel
So
like you
literally, I
snuck
texted
the
my
little
boss, and I
glasses
just
thing
said,
in there. I don't think losing the glasses was that as bad as the other. But I think until it's been weighing on you, you deserve to get that off your chest. Those fucking the glasses being left there.
No.
I love how you just snuck it in.
I listened to the gynecologist episode earlier, and Nicky was talking about all his like vision test, and I'm getting a new license tomorrow, and I realized I don't have my glasses still after 6 months, and I'm gonna fail. They're gonna be like, sorry, you can't renew your license.
Nah, the standard is very low. As long as you get the first letter, you're good.
That's it.
Oh, thank God.
That's all you
Because
need.
I am like blind as fuck. It's scary.
So, hold on.
When my car got stolen, I did walk outside and see that it was gone. I thought it got towed. And everyone was like, no, it didn't get towed. But the thing is, my old car had no front bumper from getting hit by a bus, no power steering fluid. Like I was full arm strength just turning that thing. And no rear view mirror. And so
oh my
whoever
God.
stole it, they got in it, and you can like trace the exact path they took. Like they just drove in a square, and they were like, "This sucks." Left it like a few blocks away, but they like fucked it up, so it was undrivable afterwards. Like they fucked up the battery somehow or something, and then it was totaled, and I finally got to get a new car, which clearly I needed. So that was more of a blessing in disguise.
That's a low ambition thief, though.
Yeah.
That they chose
like
that
one
to steal.
And my
Yeah.
car's always a wreck. I've always been like, it's too trashy. No one will break into that.
Yeah, God bless them if they want to steal this. Dude, that is so...
And the insurance company gave me so much money because they thought the thieves did everything. The guy called me and he was like, it looks like they shook up soda and sprayed it all over your ceiling. I was like, yeah, they did. I definitely didn't slam on my brakes and have a grape Four Loko explode on my dashboard. Like, had nothing to do with me. There was like Tupperware. I found when I found my car, I was like getting stuff out of it, and I found a Tupperware full of leftovers, and I was like, hopefully they think that was the thieves. That's horrible.
These sick bastards stole my bumper too.
Yeah.
I had the bumper at the foot of my bed for 6 months, and it was just like a little race car bed. In my 300 square foot apartment, it was like mostly bumper.
And you could, and it was lost to the fire as well.
The
bumper, no part of that car. Maybe that's what it was that God's plan was to destroy this car in every way possible, and they went after the car. The bumper was separate, had to come back to take the apartment was collateral damage. Really, the target was the bumper of this divine wrath.
Divine
wrath.
God rest her soul. She was named after a tow truck dispatch lady who abandoned me and never called my tow truck.
Aw.
Oh,
sweet. What's good with you? Why do absurdly cruel things keep happening?
I don't know. Do you think I did something like horrifying in my past life?
You must have.
That's what people are saying in chat. Either someone cursed you or this is karma.
Wait, we haven't talked about the curse.
You have a curse?
Oh my God.
Okay.
This is actually where this happened after the fake gay thing, but this is where everything started to go wrong other than like my childhood. So in 2021, my friend Melissa was moving here whenever I like drove up to Niagara Falls, Nikki, and she met her boyfriend on like Tinder, Passport, or whatever here before I moved, and she was like, oh, Hannah's gonna be so sad that we can't be single together once I get to Denver. So she paid a teenager on TikTok that was a witch $25 for me to find love. And since that moment, we moved into like a haunted apartment, and like she had like 2 miscarriages, and I've had everything go wrong. And we're convinced that she paid a TikTok witch to curse us.
You gave money to a teenage witch.
Yeah.
Was her name Sabrina? That would have been the first red flag. Dude, 2 miscarriages?
Wait, you had 2 miscarriages?
No.
Oh, good
I don't think that can happen to me. If I could get pregnant, it would have happened 10 times this year alone.
Her friend.
Oh, okay. Whew. Well, a miscarriage, that's kind of a blessing in disguise.
Probably.
Sounds like she blessed herself and cursed you.
She said the spell backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was cursed on accident by my friend.
Yeah, I mean,
wow. Was there a time limit in this curse? I mean, $25. The witches have to have some sort of form.
it can't be a lifetime curse.
It can't be a
for
lifetime curse for
$25.
$25. The witch has to eat.
Yeah.
All
Like-
the witch was supposed to do was get me a fucking boyfriend.
You
Can
should
you ask
say
the
when.
chat if, well, I guess I can ask the chat. I just can't see their response. Should I consult a priest or another witch? Because that's been a big discussion in my personal life.
Well,
Yeah.
we have some witch experts in chat who say the witch might have been jealous of you, or she didn't ground, or she didn't ground herself first. I guess you have to be grounded.
You have to be grounded to catch the witches.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get a poll in chat if Madrogo or Mokuba are around, please. We get a poll, priest or witch. We'll let you know by the end of stream, Hannah, what we can do.
Thank you. I've had my first communion, you know, I could be close with the Catholic Church if they asked me to be, probably.
There you go. You had that's your Twitter picture, right? Is you at your baptism?
It is, yeah, my
Here it is.
profile picture. Me as a second grader.
Has a priest ever done anything wrong?
Not that I know
I think so, actually. They're like famously really good guys.
of.
A $25 curse. Your friend could have just given you $25 to go get a couple drinks, and you might have met the love of your life.
Yeah, yeah. Sounds like a so much more effective way.
You know,
The witch route is crazy.
we were doing a lot of whippets back then. I feel like this translates consulting with witches pretty well.
Dude, that night when you're just high on nitrous, hitting up the TikTok witches, dude. I love it.
Is that not a universal experience?
You,
And you know another time witches have wronged me?
yeah.
How many times did you come in contact? Well, I guess every time you do a whip it.
Witches are the new gunkles.
Witches are the new
Story.
gunkles. Yeah. Witches are the new Snooki.
I hit up my friend who does like witchy stuff, and it was before I moved into the apartment that burnt down. And I also a very strange story. I had like 3 days to find an apartment. It was my fault. I put myself in the position, but I needed this apartment, and they were like gonna hit me up by the end of the day if I got it or not. And she was like, "You do this whole thing, and then you like charge it by masturbating, and then it's like a witch thing." And so I did that, and I got my apartment, and I was thrilled. But then it burnt down, so I think that could all come back to a different witch too.
What was the charging part? Did I
I tried to gloss over it.
Just snuck it
Did
in.
I charge up by masturbating? If you just omitted
like-
that, we wouldn't have been like,
right
wait,
now,
how did you
but-
charge it?
I'm happy you included it. You charge it.
Charged.
You did another thing to a guy who wronged you. Do you want to talk about the Chipotle guy?
Yes, we need to hear
Because this was kind of this was
only
good.
posted on my alt Twitter account, Nikki.
And now I'm telling the world.
Wow,
A
a
man
private
was
alt.
catfishing as me on Reddit, and he called me Allison, but he also said I was 4 years younger than I am. So you know, we win and we lose.
Allison's do you think you're an Allison?
No, well, everyone thinks I look like my friend Allison, but that's as close as we get.
We need to see the Allison facts.
Yeah.
We've got none of those pictures. One of those glasses is broken. I promise I'm not crazy.
Well, he called James CeeLo, so. What
So this guy's catfishing as me, and he's using his real phone number because he's fucking stupid. And I'm so sorry. I'm about to burp. I can't hold it back anymore.
do it. Love it.
You should have leaned
Hell
inwards
yeah.
when you did
Yeah,
it.
you should have leaned in. Yeah.
So wait, what
There's
was...
a guy who pays for that. It's not for free.
I see. We can't compromise the business plan. Otherwise, we'll
Why
give
would you fucking...
That was a
I'm
free
right here.
teaser. DM me on Twitter. I love making burping videos. They're like my favorite ones to do.
Wait, burping. Okay, we'll get back to that.
So this guy's catfishing as me. Someone subscribes to my OnlyFans and sends me like a picture of myself, and he's like, "Hey, is this you? They're saying you're you, and they scammed me." And I was like, "That sucks that you got. I'm not giving you anything for that." Then I texted them. I looked at their phone number and I found their LinkedIn and like their home address and their wife's name and their mom's name.
Their
and
wife?
So I texted them and I was like, "Hey, blank, you still working at Chipotle?" And he was like, "Who is this? Like, I don't know anything about Chipotle." And I told him to find someone else to catfish as, and then kept sending him pictures of his house and his mom's name. I was like, "Do you think they'd like to know you pretend to be a woman online?" That's really kind of
Dude,
fucked up of me.
That's hardcore.
That is hard.
I got him
That's
to send me like
based,
50
dude.
bucks.
Wait,
I got him to send me like $50, and he was like, "I promise you," and like send me like screen recordings of him like deleting all the accounts. And his LinkedIn profile picture is his old Twitter profile picture. I knew who it fucking was the whole time.
Wait, I think you
Why would you do that?
I think you shot low with $50. I think you could have got a few hundred at least.
1,000. Make it 1,000.
So many different increments of money, and that was the only one he would send.
Because I think even
But
no matter
I mean,
what,
selling nudes on Reddit is like hard. I don't doubt that he only made $50.
yeah, and I also, no matter what he did, I still think extortion is like a crime, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, wow, I could really get into like doing this as a hobby.
Yeah. Wait, so he had a fake OnlyFans of you, or just a Reddit page?
No, he was just doing it on Reddit, and someone somehow from him hosting me on Reddit found me. And he is so dumb. He was only posting on Chicago area subs, and he lives in fucking Chicago and works at Chipotle. I called Chipotle.
Why is he keeping it so in the family, dude?
It's also
what a
I called
weirdo.
Chipotle. I called his location to try and be like, "Hey, is so and so there?" Also, I called. I also DM'd Chipotle twice. And,
yeah, you asked me
you
to do
cannot
stuff.
call direct Chipotle locations anymore. They keep telling you like not to, and then you like tell a little robot voice one thing so they know where to transfer you. And I just started saying, "My mom's working and I need to talk to her." And Chipotle will transfer you to this store if you put on a toddler voice.
No way.
So serious. The phone still rang and no one picked up, but they'll at least get close.
That's so funny.
You asked me to join in on harassing him, and I was like, yeah. And then I was like, maybe I'll wait a day. See if she's over it by tomorrow.
It sounds like Hannah effectively neutralized him.
What's up?
I wasn't over it for like 3 days, but like the third day, I was just like really bored.
Yeah. By the third day, I was like, all right, come on. It's also cool you have a guy out there who's so obsessed with you, he can find your fake profiles too. Like, what was that guy up to? Was he reverse image searching you?
You know, some people might want to do that. I hope not. I hope the vast majority of people aren't capable of finding my fake profiles either.
But I mean,
no one should be as good at sleuthing other than me. Like, I should be the only one allowed to have these powers. I was a private investigator very briefly.
You were a PI?
My mom is a PI, so like I grew up doing all of it, and then my friend's a defense attorney, so I got like hooked up with doing it.
So
and then
are
like,
you just like a nepo PI baby? Like you have access?
Yeah, that was the closest I've ever been to being a nepo baby, but I wanted to kill myself. I got a psychiatrist and was like, I can't do this anymore.
Is that how you're so good at sleuthing me? Is because you have the sleuthing skills, or do you have some access to some secret database?
Not secret database, sleuthing skills. Because like I grew up in social media, my mom didn't. So when I was like,
yeah.
12, she'd be like, "Can you find this on Facebook?" And I'd be like, "Obviously." Yeah. And when I was 9, I would watch VHS police dash cam tapes of DWIs and dictate them and be like, "The suspect has stepped out of the vehicle to complete the sobriety test." And then my mom would listen to it in little headphones and write up the reports.
That's so funny. That's cool.
That was my first job.
Well, yeah, Hannah has been sleuthing me painstakingly, and made a Discord today and set her profile picture as my first ever Facebook profile picture.
Can we see it?
Wait, can I make it come up?
I can I will show it to the chat. Yeah.
I want to see it.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I got it right here. Let's see this. Unbelievable. One sec. Yeah, can you
throw up my oldest Facebook profile picture if you had it on hand?
wait, what's that?
I would allow you to throw up my oldest Facebook profile picture if you had it on hand, because he found me back.
I did find Hannah back.
I
But I don't think that anyone's gonna have trouble finding your photo. They think you're gonna get a lot of Google hits after this. I think I need to get it in the Twitter.
Yeah, my Twitter,
see.
the I's are L's, and my Instagram, the I's are I's. And on my Discord, the I's are L's.
Yes.
Like, who else is trying to be Big Stupid Baby? That's fucked.
Yeah, seriously. Give it up.
stuck with donut.
I was donut for a real long time.
All right, this is my
first ever Facebook profile picture, guys. Here we go. How do you guys like it? I think it's pretty nice.
Come on. The tilt is crazy.
Let's
It
check this
represents the time
on.
period so well.
It looks like you're like not breaking eye contact during missionary. Like that's what she sees.
I'm sorry, what?
You look like the type of guy who says I love you during missionary for sure.
They're calling me Sheldon in chat. What the hell? Is that like the Big Bang guy?
That's
Come
so
on,
mean.
man.
That's foul.
I thought I would get at least one serving cunt.
You did.
God. Oh, I did. I got
slay.
a slay diva. I got a slay diva. Okay, I'm happy with
How come
it.
you said serving C and it felt good?
I don't know, did it?
Like it hit the ear nicely, unlike mine.
You need to think higher of yourself.
Serving. No, I'm not. Can't say. Dude, I miss when haircuts were like that. Don't you?
Haircuts had no shape to them at
No,
all.
because nowadays you gotta do something with your hair.
That is it. Yeah, this is when you could just cut the hair.
Yeah.
This is it. You just a haircut was just that. There was no skill involved. Nothing. You just made sure it stayed out of your eyes. Oh my goodness.
All right, let's see what else is on the.
You have another picture of me. That you wanted to show. Are you gonna keep that in the holster for now, or did you want to show that right away?
No, I think it's probably time to throw it up.
Okay. Could you send that to me on Discord or Twitter, and I will bring it up. Do you have it?
I can send it.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't worry, Hannah. Nick can do it. Just send it to me on Twitter or Discord, and we'll pull this up. This is another picture.
Nick,
What?
I can't. It'll give away something I want to talk about later. But can you please search donkey in my tweet, Nick?
Yes. Oh, we'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
Just while you're at it.
Donkey. Okay, I'll get on that search. Actually, your Twitter name with donkey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nikki interviewed my friends. I wasn't planning on talking about this.
No, your friend actually just went rogue and told me.
I didn't tell her until we had been friends for 3 years, and she was like, "How did you not ever let this be known?"
Wait, what's your Twitter at? I thought it was Big Stupid Baby.
The eyes are L's.
The eyes are L's.
I did that. It's not coming up.
Oh, I'm like super shadow banned. Actually, you probably won't be able to find it.
No way.
Yeah,
It
they
is
won't-
shadow
if you-
band, man. I can't.
Make
see
sure
it.
even
Sometimes
without the
if you
donkeys,
go,
anything coming up.
replies, it'll show like people replying to my tweets, but my
Look at
tweets
that.
won't come up.
This is madness. I'm typing your @ name, and the only thing it's showing me are me and Nick's tweets adding you.
That is
Yeah.
wild.
Isn't that crazy?
Wait, why did you get?
Yeah, why are you banned like that?
Because I've been posting whole on Twitter since
Yeah, it's whole.
2017.
Ah.
Elon, I guess, doesn't like whole.
Well, I got shadow banned even like pre-Elon. That's why I started having separate accounts for it.
Oh, okay.
And also why
I
I have
see.
no engagements on my tweets at all. It looks like I bought my followers.
Well, that's everyone's going through that because everyone
Yeah.
left the app.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, here we go. We have another photo. Okay. This is madness. Yeah. P.I. Hannah.
So
Pull it
you
out. This is a Facebook photo. This is another profile pic.
you did that over your prom date.
Yeah, I didn't realize at the time how insensitive it might be.
I'd really like to introduce you to my fake gay ex-boyfriend with that picture.
I was.
Did she break your heart?
No, I broke up with her. And that's why I say this is probably really insensitive.
Oh my god.
I didn't think so. I just really I thought it was funny. I thought the Harry Styles thing, we were all about Harry Styles. This is when we did the One Direction video too, around the same time. I did a shot for shot remake of a music video of One Direction where I was Harry Styles. So
in
we were
2012?
2014.
Wow. We gotta get that.
Imagine your boyfriend dumps you, and then you look on Facebook and they're editing over.
Just for the lulz.
When I was in 9th grade, I got dumped by the guy I lost my virginity to, and that's when like anonymous Twitter accounts were huge, and it all ended in problems. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I made one called "Just Dumped Probs," and just tweeted about him all the time, like constantly. And someone told him about it, and I got the worst text a 9th grade girl with a burner account to tweet about her ex-boyfriend could ever receive, which was just delete the Twitter account, Hannah. Oh man, I still get second. I get the worst anxiety. Like I think about that before bed at night.
Why the fuck would you have to delete it?
Yeah, screw him. What the hell? Keep it moving.
I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Account got deleted the same day.
No, you shouldn't.
You were like the Chipotle guy. You're like, who is this?
Yeah, you're like, I'll give you $50. Wait, also going back to that story, did the guy who got scammed, you said, I'm not giving you anything, did he ask for something? Did he have his hand out like he wanted some?
Yeah, he was like, I got scammed, and I was like, sorry. Like he was like, he didn't deliver. Like, cool.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, what the fuck? That like,
oh, here's a
I
free.
was
Here's a
scammed
free.
too. That's my fucking
Yeah.
money.
yeah. I think maybe if you felt like it, you could have burped for him. But other than that, no. What a maniac asking that. Like, that's absurd.
You know what? Now that you mention, a free burp would have been nice.
A burp would have been.
It's like when you're.
It's courteous, but it's not expected. You know, that's not on you, Hannah. That's not on you.
You know, your order takes too long. They give you a free soda sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like you're not gonna comp the meal, but at least.
Yeah, at least you get a free soda. That's all. Because that really shows a lot on the restaurant. Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
So, in what circumstance were you bit by a fucking donkey?
You were bit by a
Okay,
donkey.
How do you end up in close quarters with a
I
donkey?
can't show you the original. I'm from Texas. We're at a trailer party when I'm 15. Everyone's just like wasted, and we teeter outside. There's a fucking stable with like donkeys there. And so my friends and I go to take a picture, and in the picture, my arm's out like this, and directly afterwards, the donkey leans forward and just like chomps on my arm. And the caption on Instagram in 2011 is, "That fucking donkey bit my arm." And directly after I told my friend that story for the first time, she was mind blown that she'd never heard it before. So I was just like telling people it for like 2 weeks. And I worked at this liquor store. And there was this like weird guy that came in all the time. And he was always like, what should I paint? Like what painting should I do? And we thought he was going to be like an amazing painter. And he comes in one day with this buffalo for my boss. And it's like glitter glue and gel pens on cardboard. It looks like shit. I come into work the next week. He asked me what he wants me to paint, and I said, me getting bit by a donkey. And I come into work the next week, and my manager's like, I have a painting for you. And I still have it to stay. We have to go on a little field trip to get there.
Let's see it. Oh, my goodness.
Hey, don't do that.
Oh, my God.
Wait, that's very,
It's got the little septum ring. It's got the most haunting eyes a painting could ever have.
Yeah, it also looks like a horse. Also, that's a good painting.
That's a great painting. Wow.
I've got a great art board on
here.
here. Okay? I've really curated the place.
So our,
There we go.
Dude, beautiful art.
It's good art, yeah.
Thank you. I have a framed photo of Max O'Crane in my kitchen.
I don't know who that is.
Of who?
About all the toys in there, though.
Of who did you say?
Max O'Cree, the rapper from
No,
Houston.
no.
I thought you were talking about an Irish guy.
Max O'Cree.
Yeah.
I guess
I
all Irish
actually-
guys wear top hats in my head. Not sure why.
I think it's fair.
Something left over from leprechauns, I guess.
The only rappers I listen to are Macklemore, Eminem, Vanilla Ice, LP, and Drake.
Who's that one? Tom McDonald?
What?
Tom McDonald?
Oh my
Like,
god,
White
don't bring up
Christmas.
that mother. He's the fucking worst
I
man
was
in the world.
walking into a gas station at 8 a.m. the other day, and these two construction workers were walking out, and one of them was like, "Yo, you listen to Tom McDonald?"
Dude.
To the other one.
Who the heck is that?
Dude, Tom McDonald is this dumb fuck, like, right-wing rapper.
White lives matter.
All his raps are about how white guys have it bad and, like, the woke mob. It's all about the woke mob. The thing is, he's fucking Canadian, dude. Like, yeah, he's Canadian. Why does he give a fuck about what's going on in America?
My jaw is on the
Wow.
floor right now.
Yeah.
That's like,
I can't believe that.
you know the band.
He's like that one guy, Ian Chung or whatever. Ian,
Who's Malaysian. Yeah, he's fucking Malaysian.
He doesn't even live in America either. Like,
Oh,
what
they're
the
all
hell
like
are you
Proud Boys?
doing?
Yeah, but that's goes to show you the easiest lick in the world is catering to a right-wing audience. If all of a sudden this was called the Freedom Pod, we'd
we would
be
go
millionaires. Yeah.
we would go. I think
We
it
need
worked.
people
On
to
Seeing
stay
Orange,
on
thank you for that follow. We really appreciate you on Seeing Orange. Thank you for the follow. You're dripping with me show. Sorry it took me a while to get to it. We were middle of story time, but
In 2018, when I was big on sex work Twitter, there were girls whose entire thing was being like MAGA hoes. And like,
The
so
freedom holes.
they would be like all red, white, and blue and like wear Trump hats and be like,
the freedom
"Hey,
hole.
look at my pedal.
Oh my
Trump
God.
2020. And they all had like hundreds of thousands of followers, always.
Because they're so like they're just so like that whole crowd is so fucking stupid. They're like, oh, they believe what I believe.
My aunt doesn't even grow things in the soil in her backyard anymore. She doesn't trust the grocery store. She doesn't trust her backyard soil. So she's buying soil from probably some like right-wing podcast and like growing food in pots.
Oh my lord.
We should
Like, we
start.
have lost the plot entirely.
You know how like
She doesn't trust Fox
They
News.
lost the plot.
She's so far gone. She's like, no, Fox News is fake.
dude, that's the thing. They've abandoned Fox News. It's called Newsmax now. That's their one.
Really?
Yeah.
Newsmax.
News. I don't even think it's on TV.
Oh, no, none of them are.
Like, dude, we
Yeah.
could.
They're all
You know
listening to podcasts. Like, you'll really have some
Yeah.
unpopular news there.
but I'm saying we do it for a year. We make our money and then we switch back.
I'm in.
Because you know how beer's
Isn't
gay now?
some
Like they think
e-girl that
beer
does
is gay.
that?
What's up?
Isn't there like some e-girl that does that? She'll like switch back and forth every couple of
I
years.
think
Oh, that's a
so.
pretty funny bit.
I might be making it up.
But like, so beer's out with them. Beer's gay.
They say
because
beer is gay.
because of the Bud Light thing. So
What's
we
the Bud
just
Light thing
they had a
for the viewers?
trans ad, like a trans woman did an ad for them.
Really?
then-
Okay.
Now
They
they-
wrote them off. And
Yeah, now they
so now
wrote them off.
they're off Bud.
They're off Bud Light, which the people who make Bud Light basically make every beer.
Yeah.
So
Seriously.
what we should do, we should pour Modelo into our own bottles and call it Freedom Beer and
love it.
sell it at like a 500% upcharge. Those idiots would do it too.
They do buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, so Hannah, since we're switching now, what was your last experience with the woke mind virus?
Yeah. The woke mind virus.
Are you still pulling things from my fake
No,
Twitter
wait,
account?
no, that was just
Oh,
a joke.
okay.
But did you have an experience with the MAGA guy? So you're
No.
We need to know.
I tweeted a screenshot of me texting a guy and said the woke mob that is blank has finally canceled me. Because I haven't really been the nicest to him, and I texted him yesterday morning and said, sorry again, because I haven't texted him back in a week, and then said, to be fair, you never tried to make plans with me. And he was like, sorry, I've been trying really hard not to like kill myself lately and thought you didn't want to hang out. And I replied and said, so real. And then I captioned it with that. And
okay.
What?
I'm aware that's mean, but he asked if I could hang out 3 hours later. So clearly I'm not in the wrong. I'm a stunning I am a stunning conversationalist that throws back like a champion. I can get away with it.
I love this combo because you know how like if you're even marginally good at tic-tac-toe, it should come to a draw every time, right?
Yeah.
It's the same with when someone says, you never text me, you say, phone works both ways. Draw.
Draw.
If you don't say that, if you start apologizing, you're an idiot.
You're an idiot.
You had an easy lick.
Yeah, that is easy. Phone works both ways. It's the cheat code. Saying you never text me is off meta.
Yeah.
It's not. It is not meta anymore.
But then in your back pocket, you could say, if you want to win the argument, you could say, sorry, I've been trying not to kill myself. Like, if you want to go there,
true.
yeah.
That was really, and you really upped it, as Unseen Orange recognizes in chat. You said so real. That's fire.
So you won that exchange.
So real.
If
you won.
Because
you won.
What he probably thought was you would say, oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
And you said so real.
And then he caved and asked you to hang out. That's immediately, like you said, you.
No, he said something else after that. He was like, it's okay, or like some weird guy thing. And then like a couple hours later, I didn't even reply to his response to so real. And then he was like, so are you like, what are you doing tonight?
Oh my gosh.
I'm at a point like.
And I play fantasy football with his cousin.
So real.
So real.
Yeah, the suicide shit now, it's just like, you just gotta say schmood and keep it moving, you know?
Schmood.
Like, unless you're on the bridge. Come on. Come on, guy. We're all doing that.
It's kind of like, it's been done.
It's so 2010s.
It's 2000 late.
You know, we're like 2015, that whole like mental health awareness thing where we had to pretend like like if you had a bad day, it was like a big deal.
Yeah, yeah.
You had to be heard.
Do you all remember that MTV show where they would gather like all of the high school kids in a gym and then they would like cross the line if you've experienced like homelessness?
Yes.
And I was like, to get up. So many kids killed themselves in my school that we got to do that. That's a crazy way to word this. I was very close friends with 4 of them, so like RIP. But you break off into the like I got to hear about like my weed dealer's dad being in prison. Like the really mean girls were like, I'm so sorry for how we've treated you. Like everyone's crying. Absolutely crazy. Like you just gave everyone arsenal for the rest of the school year. Like we knew way too much about each other after that.
That's kind of a traumatizing thing to put children through.
It was crazy.
Yeah. Dude, I would just start lying to win.
I would start lying to
win. I would say, yeah, well, both my parents killed themselves.
Yeah. Dude, I would have taken a step for everything.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yeah.
Okay. Walk through the gym and back.
Yeah. Dude. I'm doing suicide.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And every group had like a little teacher that was like with them that was like facilitating us like admitting our deep dark secrets. And the teacher would like kind of like hop in and be like, yeah, like my dad's dead too.
Yeah.
I'm
and it was like an 80-year-old math teacher. They're like, yeah, my dad's dead too.
This is slightly unrelated, and I'm not trying to bring the vibe down by saying it, but the morning one of my friends killed themselves, we were in the counselor's office like trying to leave, and the counselor told me and a different girl, I know this really hurts y'all, but imagine how much it hurts us because we can't make you feel better. Girl, what? What? People don't understand. I'm starting to use this zebra cake to gesture with. I need to take a bite.
This is crazy. Kiwi said they had a race power pyramid at their school.
What does that mean?
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's funny. We asked you, Kiwi, what is that?
How would I know?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you're all about power in terms of race.
I think there was a lot of weird stuff going on in the 2010s where a lot of it was just about reminding people of color how much worse their lives were than white people. Like it was like too much, you know. Like in the classroom, they would just make everyone feel awful.
Right.
And it was not critical whatsoever. It was just it was weird rankings of like races. It was very weird for everyone. Okay, so they had.
Did you see the NPR lady or the guy who was like my boss at NPR asked me what someone identifies as because she's got a brown people Rolodex in her head.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
He was like, I work somewhere that's so woke it's racist.
Oh. Okay.
Wait, this is wild. She said they had the Latino and black students sit on the floor, the Asian and Arab students stand, and then white kids stand on chairs.
What the hell kind of ritual is that?
Okay, but
what the hell?
and then it was just there for the white kids to learn that racism exists. But if I'm a white kid, I'm feeling awesome after that, aren't you? Like, I don't think that would make you more sensitive at all.
They should have made them like anonymously pick a race out of a hat or something instead of keeping it to their like actual race.
Yeah,
that's the closest you could be
well,
to
that's like
fix.
getting into that shit on The Office or whatever. Right? Wasn't that the first episode?
Imagine they put us at the top of a pyramid. We'd look at each other. And
You're saying you get power drunk off?
I would.
Standing on a chair is all Nick needed.
I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Nick's barking
That's
out
insane.
orders.
Whose thought was
Making
that to do that?
Oh my
who
goodness.
was like, this is gonna heal everyone.
That is really nuts. So, that is nuts. So ridiculous.
Good lord.
My rival high school was the Robert E. Lee Rebels. They didn't take the Confederate flags off the yearbook until 2011.
Wait. Where'd you go to high school?
Midland, Texas. I'm from George Bush's hometown.
Oh,
really?
Shit.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Laura Bush's parents gave out money on Halloween in 2004.
Really?
Yeah, as if the entire town wasn't going to vote for him anyways. We went to the same middle school.
Wait, so how long was it Robert E. Lee High School?
In 2020, they changed it to Legacy of Excellence in Education, so they still call it Lee.
Oh my god!
They just
Holy hell! No way!
That's like when Lady Antebellum changed their name to Lady A, and it's like, okay, what does the A stand for?
Yeah.
You're not. Yeah,
The entire town in Texas called Robert Lee.
Lee says, I thought everyone was Mexican when I was little. I didn't know white people existed.
What a nice world that would be.
I thought my dad was black when I was little. Very briefly, when I was like 4 or 5. No one told me.
Did you know your dad?
Yeah, he was just like really not pale at all.
He had a tan. I thought the singer Pink was black, so
she's pink.
Oh, yeah.
Idiot.
I think everyone thought Pink was black back in the day.
Everyone thought Pink was black. Wait, what made you think Pink was black?
Look this up. I don't think
Do you think it's a Mandela effect?
Yeah.
Like
look, did people think Pink was black? Look this up.
I am gonna Google search
I think she did it on purpose. Google's gonna be like, no, people don't think the color pink is the color black.
There's an article on Jezebel titled "Soulful Vanilla Child
when Pink was black." Come on, man.
Yeah, there's a YouTube. There is a culture vulture. Wait, was I the only one that thought Pink was black? It's one forum post on Lipstick Alley.
And it looks like they're getting just ratio. They said, yes, everyone knew she was white.
At least one other person out there agreed with you. I used to think John Goodman was dead until Cloverfield Lane came out. And
John Goodman was what?
You thought he was dead?
Goodman was dead until Cloverfield Lane came out, and no one agreed with me. So at least someone thought Pink was black.
Yeah, Nick.
Why would you think that about John Goodman? He was such a king. How could you...
What, that he died?
I just really thought he was dead.
Well, I knew someone who thought Roseanne and Rosie O'Donnell were the same person.
No way.
Yeah.
I actually had that conversation very recently.
This is yeah, I'm not gonna pull up this this.
Look, okay, that's not great. That picture. She does look weird.
I don't know if we should. I mean, the only reason I'm saying I don't know if I want to pull this up is because it says the user has been banned. I don't know the type of things they've been posting in this forum. Let's show the forum. Why not? Let's see it. Okay.
She looks kind of black.
Was I the only one who thought Pink was black? And then I love when people do this. They title it this and then they continue the title in their first comment. It says or mixed when she first came out. That's what they're saying. It says what? It says or mixed when she first came out. Insane.
You know, Kiwi brings up a good point. I think Nicole Scherzinger tried to be Indian.
Ray William Johnson. Wait. Is that the Lipstick Alley LMFAO? It is. Wait, what is Lipstick Alley? Do you know, Hannah?
No.
Kiwi, do you know?
Why would I know?
I don't know. It's a forum website, and Kiwi seems familiar with it. What?
And they look, honestly, we should get off this. I'm starting to suspect they're like a right-wing website.
Well, that's why I was apprehensive to put it up. That's why I was apprehensive.
On the top
to
of
put
the
it
page, it says Yahoo has banned Lipstick Alley.
Yeah, and well, that's also why I was reading this first comment, and I was like, yeah, this is a no-go.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, well, we went there.
So pink's white, everyone.
Yeah, pink's white, in case you didn't know.
I had a train of thought. I got totally derailed by my own stupidity. At least I didn't think my own dad was black. That's kind of...
I colored him that color once, and my mom was like, what the fuck?
Wait a sec. I know.
Oh, you guys want to know...
Nick's dad is Mexican.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Wait, so Kiwi says it's a forum where people post about black entertainment, but it's low tier like hood posts on IG.
As long as it's not like white people being racist.
Well, I think that's... I thought it said white people. It said where people. Okay. I was going to say, that's really weird. All right, let's see.
You want to know something bad, since we're talking about Robert E. Lee. I used to visit my family in Atlanta before I had conscious thought about like
when you were a boy.
Before I knew that
But a wee lad.
Robert E. Lee was bad. They would take me to fucking Stone Mountain, which is a monument for Robert E. Lee and 2 other Confederate generals. And there's pictures of me just cheesing in front of Robert E. Lee.
We need to get those.
Up until I was like 13 years old.
We need to get those.
So if you can dox that, I'm finished.
Yeah.
Because it looks like I'm pro-slavery.
Hannah, can you please get those? Please, can you get those?
Yeah, my mom actually has a Stone Mountain mug because I brought it back to her as a souvenir.
No way.
Yeah. I brought her a racism mug. Could you imagine? It's just such an American thing that could you imagine like a Hitler mug? Of course you can't, but you can imagine a Robert E. Lee mug. It's ridiculous. Got a clip of Nick saying I'm pro-slavery. That's
beautiful, Madrogo. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Patron. Legend. We had another good clip earlier. I hope someone got it. What were you saying, Nick? You said I'm serving cunt, I think. Oh my god. You still have the mug. Casey says she still has it. I was torn because it was a gift from Nick. LOL. That's really sweet.
You could throw it out. Miss June says, I used to work with a black guy named Robbie Lee. I always wondered what his life was like. Well, there's an NBA player named David Duke who's not white, so
they made...
Might be worse than Robert Lee, but he's still alive.
What's that, Hannah? We couldn't hear you.
I might be covering my speaker. I think David Duke might be worse than Robert Lee because he's still alive.
Yeah, David Duke's not a good dude. I'm not pro David Duke. Just want to get that out there. I'm against David Duke.
Thank God.
What do you guys think if true crime was still a thing? Do you guys think?
What do you mean if true crime was still?
If it was like big, like it was, like if the Italians still had juice. They lost their juice.
You're saying that true... No, I thought you meant, like, true crime.
Yeah.
Oh, did I say
you mean
true
organized crime?
I meant
like,
organized crime, yeah.
I thought you meant, like, the podcast genre. like content.
Yeah.
Organized... Sorry, what was your thought? Organized crime?
Do you guys think you could be killers? like you're going to apply for organized crime, right?
Okay, yeah, you want in the family.
Yeah, you're like checking off the application and it says, would you be willing to kill? What do you do?
Would you be willing to kill?
I'd be willing to be involved in someone's killing, but I don't want to be the one that does it.
I was thinking I'd be a great getaway car driver or a mule. I'd be a great mule.
Okay.
You'd make a great mule.
I'd make a great mule.
Because I feel like you could, if you had like a bag of coke in your ass, you would still be like charismatic and stuff. Or I would be like, I would look so nervous. People would be like, "Can I see your asshole for a second?"
Me, I'm having the time of my life, actually.
I'd be at the airport and then I'd just unprompted say to TSA, "There's nothing in my ass," and then they'd be like, "All right, come on, guy.
We're gonna need to see the ass facts."
Bring you over here.
Yeah.
What do you think, Hannah? Would you be a mule?
I could be a mule, I think.
We all have it in us.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is when you sent me topics for the show that you were thinking of, Nick, and you said good mule, I didn't know if that meant the donkey bite.
Ew, I thought the exact same thing.
You're right?
I was like,
Yeah.
all right, talking about
Oh.
bartending.
I want to ask, do donkeys bite like a motherfucker, or was it like a nip?
I was wasted in 15. I had a bruise. That's about the most I
You had a
can tell you. I
bruise?
don't really remember.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, it was like big bruise, like right there.
Ouch.
He didn't break skin though,
No,
because they have like
thank
round
God.
teeth, don't
I
they?
probably
They
would have
don't
needed like a
sharp teeth.
tetanus shot
Yeah.
They're all gummy.
or whatever shot people get after being bit by donkeys.
What do you need? What kind of shot? Like a rabies or something?
I don't know.
Who the heck
I feel like
knows?
someone like me should
Are
just
you
have
the
a rabies vaccine.
Are you
off.
the only person that's ever been bitten by a donkey? Did the people know what to do? I feel like that's getting bit by a snake whose venom hasn't been collected.
No,
They're
I
like-
went inside and I was like, I got bit by the donkey, and they're like, he's a little ornery sometimes. I've been bit by a horse too, but that was just on my toe when I was wearing shoes. So
What?
Wait, what?
It's okay. Like, also, I was bit by a horse. Like, what?
Why are you getting bitten?
I'm from Texas. Like, horse is bit by a horse.
I don't know
who
that
hasn't?
is it a Texas rite of passage?
We'll have to ask Great Avenger. They're not in chat right now, but they're from Texas.
See, Unseen Orange said if the mob gave me some turns, I'm on the junior varsity mule team. Easy.
Easy.
Yeah, no, I'd rather kill someone.
You'd rather
Yeah.
kill
Then
someone.
be a mule.
Yeah, because
If being a mule makes you nervous, what if you're getting interviewed by the cops about someone you killed?
oh, that's a good point.
Speaking of Texas and horses, Lee has a story. Lee is also from Texas. It's funny that my mind went. I was thinking of my friend, our friend, Great Avenger, who's in chat sometimes. They're from near Austin, Texas. So I heard you say Austin earlier, so I was wondering if it was close, but I can't remember where
No.
they're from.
Oh, like 7 hours away.
Gotcha. But Lee is also from Texas. We're
We're on pins and needles.
We're on
right?
pins and needles waiting for Lee. What were we saying? The killing thing. It's hard, dude. I don't know. Could you sign up for killing someone?
I think if they could let me and you kill one guy where one of our guns has fake bullets and one of them has real bullets, and then we don't know who killed the guy.
Yeah. I feel like I
Y'all
would
can firing squad for people only.
Yeah.
if
I don't know that the mafia's budget extends to that. Though.
You know what?
They do
Yeah.
two killers.
Yeah, that's true. Then it's like, all right, you guys gonna split the check? Like, you know what? Like, I feel like I would kill some. I don't know. It's hard for me to find a condition where I would kill someone. I feel like if someone was like, you gotta kill this guy that you've never heard of, or his you know, he's a good person or whatever, or we're gonna kill your best friend Nick. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna kill that guy in a fucking heartbeat. You know what I mean? I don't know him. I know Nick. You know what I mean? Eddie, I won the lottery, okay? If you were in that position, yeah, you kill me, okay? I don't know you. If I'm in that position, I'm gonna kill you. People need to stop taking the high ground on the easiest. Like, God just blessed you with the best decision in the world. Yeah, I'm gonna kill a nobody, an NPC in my life to save my best friend. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Never should.
Well, I've actually said this before. I think I'd get a lot of good press if you died.
Yeah, so, you would. Yeah, yeah. Nick's plan is for me to croak, because then he would inherit all the equipment and everything, and then the boost from me dead.
And the house.
And the house. Get my apartment.
The boost would be crazy though. If I marketed every episode as me mourning your death, the numbers would be insane. Yeah.
It would be and that would be crazy. I would probably have a huge funeral too.
I'd be doing the swipe face like,
yeah.
Bato died.
Oh.
You can live stream the funeral.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Dude, Nick is like fixing his tie on like stealthy cam. He's like, "What up, guys? I'm here from the funeral home. They have my bro just laid out."
What about a getaway driver? That's tough because if you get pulled over, you're cooked. Because you got a killer in your car.
In high school, someone beer ran a carton of cigarettes, and I was the driver for that. So I think I've got enough experience.
You beer ran what? I don't know what that means.
They
Sorry.
like. You...
Sorry.
Huh.
Did you say beer ran or beer ran?
So when you do a beer run, you like run into a gas station, and you're 16, and you just pick up a case of beer and run out as fast as you can.
That's pretty cool.
never had that
But they
here.
did it for a carton of
These
cigarettes.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what happened?
They did it for, but I thought cigarettes were always behind the counter. That's interesting.
They are. That was the ballsy part.
Wow.
He was like, "Can I get a carton of Marlboro Reds?" And the guy was like, "Here they are," and he just grabbed them.
Wow.
And I drove for that, and so I feel like the mob would be like, "You've got wonderful experience."
We should do it. We should do it as grown adults, just trying to save $10.
Every
We got a
time.
whole carton. Okay, the carton is what made it. We were in the car driving, and everyone's like trying to light them as quickly as possible. Like, this has to be worth it.
Did it ever come back? Like, no cameras caught him or anything?
I think if that car had stayed in my hometown any longer, I would have gone to prison.
Oh, okay. All right, let's read this story from Texas.
Yes, we have a story from Lee, sent it through from South Texas. Let's switch over scenes. Let's see. On Sunday, January 7th, 2024, around 8:21 a.m. That's today. Edinburgh PD officers responded to a report of a large emu running on East Trenton Road in South Veterans Boulevard. Upon arrival, officers successfully contained the emu in a nearby field. Despite efforts from animal control officers, the emu proved elusive, and animal control officers were unable to capture it. Subsequently, a cowboy was summoned to the scene, and after some time successfully captured the emu. However, the animal passed away under unclear circumstances.
Okay.
Shortly thereafter.
This is crazy. Even when it's animals, they still do cop speak. They're like, it just died. We don't know how.
Yeah, they can't even do...
What is with Texans and emus? We had this place in the center of my town called the Peacock Farm, but it was just some guy's house, and he had like a larger than normal land for the middle of town, and he just had peacocks and emus running around the farm and like in other people's yards. And then these twins, one of them got murdered and the other one killed himself, but they broke in and killed all his emus one time. Dude. And then he didn't have emus anymore, just peacocks.
What's
wait,
and
that's wait, so these twins, these rapscallion twins raising hell in South Texas, just...
No, I'm from West Texas.
West Texas, sorry. In West Texas, they broke in, they slaughtered these emus, and then one of them was murdered. Was it in the aftermath of the emu?
No.
They were murdered.
They just lived insane lives.
They just lived, it was just a West Texas duel.
There's really not anything to do in my hometown other than, like, kill yourself or try out
Wait,
drugs.
can I see what a emu looks like? Are we saying, because someone said in the chat it's MU. I like emu
Are we
better.
sure?
It is not. Kiwi, you're out of your board. It's an emu.
Can you show me what they look like?
Yes, of course. Let's see.
They look like uglier ostriches.
Well, why do you have to contain them at all? Just let them be, right? They're cute.
I mean, they've just kind of ran around that neighborhood.
They're not killing anyone. Why do you even have to contain them?
We have Gavin, also from Texas, said they're everywhere. There's at least 3 people near me that raise them too. Dude, in Waco, the Urban Rescue Ranch has a few.
Can we go back to this story? I love how cop it is. It's like we caught him and then we didn't caught him and then we caught him again and then we didn't and then he died.
Yes, yeah,
like,
yeah. And no one knows.
Just say you shot the emu.
You shot the emu. Yeah. We want to see an autopsy on the emu.
Look, it says that we contained him, but then we couldn't get contained. Also, the emu proved elusive. It's mad funny.
Dude, yeah. By line 5, contain the emu, the bullet in the head. This is crazy too. Then they start with the colorful diction here. Proved elusive. Yeah. Yes, proved elusive. They're trying to paint the emu as
saying our fat sack of shit. Cops got juked by an emu.
There's no way we could have shot that emu held down. There's no way.
Also, how do you summon a cowboy?
A cowboy was summoned, yeah.
I bet the cowboy's lasso broke its neck.
That's probably it, yeah.
I didn't know cowboys was like a profession. I thought it was just a vibe.
In kindergarten, we went to the rodeo on a field trip because one of the kindergartners was in it.
Wait, what?
In kindergarten, we went to the rodeo for a field trip because one of the kindergartners was in it.
That's so cool.
People really knew how to laugh.
Sounds like child abuse.
Well, okay, maybe I just don't know what a rodeo is. That I've never been to a rodeo. I thought it was just a bunch of clowns dancing, and the little kids in it. They're just waving a little rope around. So sorry.
Don't they put the little monkey on a horse?
You have to go to the stock show. Just try it out.
Did you just say don't they put the little monkey on a horse?
Yeah, they put the little monkey on the horse. Right?
You have all the rodeo shows. Like, have you ever been to a rodeo? Did you see that?
No, it's like a famous image.
No, yeah, I know. Yeah, I've never been to a rodeo. I know the Jackass rodeo and stuff like that, but.
To go back to Texans owning crazy animals, my aunt and uncle decided that they wanted their land to be used as one of those like pay to hunt places. Like you pick out an animal and they just take you to it to shoot it. But they wanted it to be like African animals specifically. So they got 2 Bongo antelopes and named them Bon and Go. And then Texas was like, actually, we're not going to let you do that. So now they just have 2 pet antelopes that like roam around their yard.
Wow.
That's
the antelope won, dude.
Texas is a crazy place, man.
Yeah.
Gavin just said, I saw my chief of police driving around at night and snatching up tons of stray dogs one at a time. And then doing what with them?
What the hell?
There's not that much room in a cop car.
What the hell?
If you look up the sheriff of the old sheriff of my hometown, he's dead now, but everyone thinks he is like a part of like a pedophile tunnel system that runs under the city. There's some really crazy guy who makes like super long form TikToks and YouTube videos about it.
I don't think that's that crazy.
The guy thinks that the police were under his house, like shooting up through his floor. He's completely lost it.
Oh,
wow, Gav says he was shooting them and then dumping them in his truck.
That's so
Does he take them out of his trunk afterwards?
I don't know. Dude, to be a sheriff in like a shitty town, can you just say you're the sheriff? Like, do you have to like?
You have to have the star.
Oh, that's true. Like, is there a process, or you just go, "I'm the sheriff"?
Yeah.
And if the current sheriff has a problem, we'll duel.
You just do a duel. That's it. I'm the sheriff now. And that's where they came up with that thing where you're like, you're flicking like nickels in the air and shooting them with 1 bullet, getting through 2. And that's how you showed your stuff. That's how you avoided the duel, was you did a parlor trick to scare them out of it. It's like when Mike the Situation banged his head on the wall because he didn't want to fight.
What? I think you're covering your speaker again.
Yep, sorry.
I'm sorry. How many
No
concussions do you think y'all have had during your lifetime?
I don't think I've had any.
I don't think I've had a concussion.
Yeah. Let's hear yours. 8?
Probably only like 3 confirmed, but my friend got concussed the other day, and I just kind of assumed like everyone had at least a couple.
I don't know if I've ever been concussed.
Sometimes after I listen to Sabato talk for 2 hours, it feels like it.
Yeah, so weekly. weekly
concussed.
Yeah. He's had about 45 concussions.
You're the poster boy for CTE.
Definitely. Yeah. Do you think you have CTE? I think 3 is when you get it.
You know, right before I went to
Wait, what'd you say?
Isn't 3
when
you
get CTE?
Yeah. The 3rd one.
Yeah, do you have
Well, my friend's husband is like a therapist, and before I started seeing my psychiatrist, he was like, you probably have like a little bit of brain damage. I was like, what? What do you mean by that?
Well, yeah. Are you like falling on your head, or is someone bonking you?
Usually one of them was a car wreck. One of them, I slipped on ice and split my eyebrow on a concrete corner. And then the other one, my head got slammed in the concrete 17 times because I can't fight.
Yo, what? Can we hear that story? It sounds like you had 17 concussions.
Yeah. Seriously.
When you're 15, it's just you throw hands instead of talking to people.
I think 17 is a bit
It sounds
much.
like hands weren't thrown. Your head was thrown into the ground.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wait, so what were you guys fighting over?
The guy I made the Just Dumped account about.
Oh.
He was my best friend, and they shared a bed at like a house party or something. So I hit her in the face at school, and then I was like, I don't want to fight on school grounds. So I hopped into someone's car and didn't let her hit me back. And then we met up afterwards, and she got her lick back.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Good lord.
That's why I dox people and stuff. I can't fight.
I keep getting derailed mentally. Because it's just a casual thing. Like, and then the third time was my head got bashed 17 times.
Yeah. And really, yeah, you told us, you said one time I slipped and fell, and then the third time was my head got bashed 17 times. There were two.
That's like a Looney Tunes fight.
Yeah. There's two. Oh my goodness.
If they'd done it on an even number, I wouldn't have a concussion because they were like canceling each other out.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have just let her get one more.
Hitting your skull one way and then the other. It's like totally fine.
Hannah, what do you think of the chicken finger mafia?
I hate picky eaters, but I can be a picky eater.
No, it's unacceptable as an adult to be a picky eater.
Chicken finger mafia.
I just really don't like cheese, and I have lived on fast food for the last 3 months, and I think I'm starting to not like vegetables anymore.
I think it's okay. I think it's good to dislike one thing. I don't think it's good to like only one thing. You know, like these grown adults who get mad if you say you shouldn't just eat chicken fingers. You know, and they're like, I have sensory issues. It's like, God, my God. You would have. Like, is that
a common retort?
It is. No, it's always some fake disability about how you can only fucking eat chicken fingers. What are you talking about? What is it? What's the book called? The MDS? No, the DMS. The Book of Diseases.
DMS.
I don't,
DMS.
I don't think chicken finger dependency is in there.
Yeah, it's not in. Yeah,
fucking bitch. Like
DSM. There it is. Lisa. DSM-5. Yes. My sister was just over recently. Had it. Not chicken fingers. That book.
You remember when they were saying like you should? I forget what the boycott was, but it was like you should boycott. It was like a cereal brand or like Kellogg's or something because they were doing something weird. And someone was like, I can only eat Frosted Mini Wheats because of my sensory issues. And
I remember that. Why were we canceling them?
Like, but also at that point, you're pretty much just useless.
What is sensory issues? I don't get it. Yeah, I guess that's their point.
Are there any illnesses y'all think are exclusively fake other than sensory issues?
Oh,
because I don't think I believe in Lyme's disease.
It's not real. I had it. I don't believe in it.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think. Okay, this is not a disease, but I don't think. What's the fucking phrase called? Imposter syndrome is real. Like
Imposter
anyone
syndrome,
who complains about imposter syndrome needs to be clubbed to death.
That means you have low self-esteem. Like that's just a fancy way of saying that.
I don't think so.
I think it's a humble brag.
I think it means you're arrogant to the point where you want people to feel bad. As if you had low self-esteem. You're worried that you're not getting your dose of arrogance because you're not weak enough.
Okay.
That's someone going, I think I'm making too much money in my field.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm so good at what I do, and sometimes I feel like I'm not. So I need everyone to just make sure they tell me that I'm good at it.
Fake ass.
I have imposter syndrome right now because I lied so much on my resume. It's terrifying every day.
Well, lying on your resume, I think you're confusing it for the imposter syndrome where you're pretending to be someone else. Is that what you're saying? You're misrepresenting yourself.
I am just like flat out an imposter.
Fake
imposter
diseases.
syndrome is a really good one.
Fake diseases. IBS.
IBS?
No, IBS is.
IBS is.
COVID. Lee said COVID.
COVID. Well, okay. I do feel that people stopped saying IBS though. I feel like everybody says I have Crohn's disease now.
Crohn's seems like a thing that like you need like a GoFundMe for. Like, but that sounds so much more serious.
It sounds like a lot. I think it's just IBS. Yeah. I think it's IBS. Just is like I think everybody with IBS says nobody gives a fuck about IBS. Nobody's taking it seriously. We're just gonna call it. We're gonna rebrand. They rebranded IBS to Crohn's disease and garnered a lot of sympathy. I think it was genius too. I think even pharmaceuticals were not giving them the attention. Now they have commercials for Crohn's disease shit.
Skin cancer is another one.
Skin, yeah.
Okay. It's like you're gonna live. You know?
Doesn't everybody have a whole
skin cancer and you call yourself a cancer survivor?
Lymphoma.
What's up?
I don't believe in lymphoma either.
Let's look that up.
Lymphoma? That's like of the lymph glands.
if you don't believe in skin cancer, lymphoma is not real either.
Lymphoma. Let's see. Are you saying just because...
this sounds real.
Are you saying just because lymph sounds like a made-up word? Because it might have been a...
Because I feel like when someone has Hodgkin's lymphoma, it's always like a big deal.
Well, I think that's part of the Hodgkin's, not the lymphoma. The Hodgkin's gives it... I think lymphoma might be like IBS. They threw Hodgkin's on later. And then
Would
they
you
wanted
feel
to...
bad if you had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma? Like, would you feel left out?
They wanted to... Dude, that's what it is.
Hodgkin's didn't even want you?
Dude, they wanted to reclaim having just plain old lymphoma, and that's why they put non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, because they got so deep on getting everybody on board with Hodgkin's. And they're like, no, wait. Some of us felt proud to be just lymphoma. Like, so now they're like non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. It's like, cool.
Look up fake diseases.
You see r/illness fakers?
What is it?
No.
It's people with like Munchausen's, and so they have like huge social media followings for being sick. They're like sick influencers, and they give like day-by-day updates on like their IV bags and their symptoms. And this one girl went so far as to like picking her leg open to the point where you could see through her. I looked at the pictures. I don't really suggest it, but you can like see through her fucking bone. Like the little, like the little gap right there in between your two bones. You can see through it. And her leg's gonna be amputated.
Oh no! Well, yeah, it looks a little.
She had some. I mean, like it's like a fake illness, but also she's very ill.
She's sick in the head. She's not sick physically.
Yeah. Look up the top all time.
You want to see top all time?
Yeah, of illness fakers.
That
list you had of fake illnesses.
It was fake stuff like lycanthropy.
One said vampirism. Oh wow, there she is. Wait. Kelly getting both of her legs amputated.
Today my twin is having both of her legs amputated. Send good vibes. I can't even imagine. And so this is fake.
She didn't need them amputated?
She did really get her legs amputated, but she caused it.
By just picking at them?
Does it have her flare on there? Like, is it tagged with her name?
It says Kelly, yeah.
Yeah. You can I wouldn't suggest doing it right now because it's going to ruin everyone and get your channel banned.
Yeah.
But if you look at her name,
what is the Munchausen thing?
Munchausen was where you always think you're ill. Like for a
and Munchausen by proxy is like what they did to Gypsy Rose.
Right. It's like when a family member makes you think you're always sick.
Yeah.
I see.
Eminem's rapped about it before. I thought that was one of y'all's favorite rappers.
Yeah, who was it? It was Eminem, Tom McDonald.
Yeah, you said like Mr. Room was saying half of Run the Jewels you really love. Half you can't stand. You can't stand, but you love half. Wow.
That lady that cut her own hand off because she felt she should be disabled. Honestly, she just sounds like she's about it.
She sounds like she was about her paper, dude.
Yeah, I respect
that.
They
can make things better than I ever could.
That's resolve. I respect anything with resolve.
I don't think hypothermia is real. Just warm up.
That's true. You know what? People are in cold water. You get out, you put a towel on. I don't know. How did he ever get so cold you die? That's like frostbite.
How did he die? He got cold.
He got cold. That's like frostbite too. Let's take it to frostbite. You think, will a finger fall off?
Apparently.
No, I think it starts getting infected and you have to amputate it. I don't think it falls off.
Have you seen the Is That a Decomp Stain Facebook group?
What is it?
Is That a Decomp Stain? It's a Facebook group where people post like somewhere where someone has like clearly died, and sometimes there's like dead bodies on it. People have posted people who are like it's like a diabetic bedridden person and their toes will just like fall off.
Oh my god.
That's morbid. We'll
visit that. I go to some very dark corners of the internet.
Yeah. We will visit that on an outside line. Oh my gosh.
Do you know what I am? I'm an introverted extrovert.
Yeah.
So true.
What do you think's not a disease, that's not in the DSM yet, but you think it is?
Ooh, that's a good question.
What would you call pretending to be gay to avoid conflict?
I would call it imposter syndrome. We're gonna have to come up with a name for that. We're gonna have to. What'd you say his name was, Hannah? You don't have to say it again.
Jake's disease, like Lou Gehrig's disease.
Jake's disease. Yeah. You have to call it like, well, you have to call it like you have to do like a couple name on it. You'd have to call it like Jen or Hake disease.
But it's a fine line because
Jake and Hannah
if you
disease.
pitch this to people, they'll think you're saying it's a disease to think you're gay, which is not what we're saying.
Yeah, it's an
If
avoiding.
you break up with your girlfriend and you're actually gay, it can be non-Jake's breakup. And
Yeah.
there's a difference.
That's Lee brings up a good point. He's just a liar, but
He's just a liar. Yeah.
I'd like all of my lies to sound like they're like a medical thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that I never have to take responsibility for the lies.
Exactly.
What's the worst sickness you've faked to get out of something?
The worst thing I've ever faked. I think I faked a severe leg injury so I didn't have to do 9th grade track. Like
Yeah.
the
Nice.
MRI found something, but I thought I was fine. But it was just they were making us run a lot, and I was sick of it. So I sat down. I was like, my knee hurts. and then I went to the hospital and got an MRI, and the MRI was like, we found a fraction. I was like, fuck yeah. I was on the team still, but just like hanging out.
When I was a kid or like middle, it had to be high school, I guess. I did like volunteering at the Children's Museum by the river, and I remember one time I felt like kind of sick or whatever, but they were like, "Are you okay?" Because I noticed I was like coughing or like, I don't know. I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine," like whatever. And they're like, "Okay, if you're sick and you like need to go home, don't be afraid to say anything." And I was like, "What the fuck? I gotta go home." I was like, "Why would you tell me that?"
Yeah,
I was
they
like,
played their hand too much.
Yeah.
Those feel very tame.
What?
In 2022, I told I told a boss that I had to get an abortion. I was like, I gotta go.
See, that's female privilege.
Well, the way it started was I said I was pregnant, and I was like, I can't lie about a miscarriage. That's so fucked up. And she was like, let me know if you need any extra like time off. And I was like, oh, don't worry, I'm aborting it.
Wait, so you didn't lie about it? You lied about the pregnancy first. What did you? What's the timeline?
Yeah.
This is 2 lies.
I kept like making up excuses to leave like a 3 to 5 week span that could all line up to pregnancy symptoms, and so it just like snowballed.
Wow,
that's awesome.
So I didn't know how to complete it without being like, oh, by the way, pregnant. Sorry.
Wow. Good on you to see things through,
She was
man.
so relieved when I said I was aborting it. She was like, thank God, we don't have time for that.
What's the Children's Museum? Is that like plaques of Macaulay Culkin?
They have wax figures.
Yeah, of the greatest child star.
Yeah. It's like everybody from the Goonies, and then they have a fake one of Dickie Roberts, and everybody's like, "Oh, that one's a fake," you know. But like, no, it's real life history, but all the stuff says like it's like Hitler, and it's like, this is a bad guy. He's a bad man. Don't ever. Oh,
Our
man.
children's museum had like fake Subway and like fake Burger King and like
Really?
a vet's office so that you could pretend to work there. It was like shoot for the
That's great.
stars.
What a treat.
You could be a
Oh.
vet or a Burger King employee.
Yeah, that's crazy. We just had a yellow submarine. You could sit in for a while, and they played the Beatles song, and it didn't really have any fish or anything you could look at. It was just lights.
My mom sent me a picture of the inside of the Burger King. Like, she sends me junk every single time it's Christmas, and I have a printed out Burger King picture from the Children's Museum right now.
Really? Let's see it. Hell yeah.
Oh, it was on the top of the stack. This is the Children's
Aw.
Museum Burger King.
Wow.
Look at her go.
Little Hannah.
We got great content over here.
That's a little stupid baby.
It is. My Finsta name used to be Little Smart Baby.
Why'd you change it?
Because every time I block someone from Finsta, I change the name so they can't find it again.
Oh.
I go through a lot of names.
I think you said you
I'm
felt
like, you don't
yourself
deserve to
getting
hate me
dumber.
anymore. Right now, I'm a Nate Fielder #1 fan.
Oh, sweet.
Here's a question about dumbness. How fucking dumb you gotta be to go on a goddamn cruise? Like, you wouldn't
Go on a cruise, but I wouldn't go on one for fucking 9 months.
No, you should never go on a cruise. All it is
Why?
a floating city that you might die on.
That's any city.
Don't they?
And they are just not floating.
Yeah, that's true, but like you see these cruises where the cool stuff on a cruise is like water slides.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's a day trip. What are you talking about? You gotta be a fucking moron. I'm
There.
sorry. Cruises are for people who convince themselves they hate cities for some reason, and then they just go on a floating city for
They go on
few
a floating
months.
city.
Are you against like a resort vacation because it's basically a cruise but without floating?
No, because that's logical.
But that could still be considered a day trip. Like, would you get bored after a day?
Okay, because there's not like an engine on a resort that can blow up and kill everyone like there is on a cruise.
What about an electrical fire?
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't think of that.
The best place to have an electrical fire is in a ship because it'll get put out by the water.
Yeah, that's a good point. You actually can't have fires in water.
Absolutely not.
For an instant.
We learned that.
We learned tonight. And Madronga says the boat is more walkable than most cities. That's really funny.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. If you're going on a vacation anyway, why wouldn't you just go to a city that you can walk around it? Why would you go on a fucking cruise? Also, you remember when COVID hit and remember when COVID started and everyone was fucking worried about everyone on a goddamn cruise? I was cheering on COVID. I was like, kill those motherfuckers. Please.
What was that about? You're so right.
Remember, it was like the whole world is struggling and we're supposed to care about some cocksuckers on a Carnival cruise.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
The beginning of COVID was crazy. My mom got so mad at the Imagine video that the celebrities sang that she made a Twitter account for like 3 days just to like tweet them all repeatedly and be like, "You're fucking stupid." And then...
There was a really, like, there was some celebrity that's like, it makes total sense you're on here. But then there was some that I'm like, I thought better of you, man.
Yeah.
Like when Mark Ruffalo was on there. I was like, what are you doing, bro? Like Gal Gadot.
My mom has never watched Ellen again.
Gal Gadot makes total sense.
Gal Gadot.
Oh, yeah.
Is that, do you call her, is it Gail or Gal? Do you know how she says her name?
No.
Because that's one thing that I've read.
I think, however, but I think with how she speaks, however she's saying it is the incorrect way.
I agree. Gail Gadot.
Say the opposite of what Gal says.
Lag to dag.
What?
Lag to dag.
What? Oh, you're doing it
Gal
backwards.
Gadot.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Oh,
yeah,
I thought you said lag. That's it. You got it.
That's the opposite of whatever she says.
If you guys were snow plowers, you know how they all have their plows at their house?
Yeah.
Does someone just say, fellas, hit the road and let's plow?
Well, first they bring in a bunch of cops to try and contain the snow.
Then they shoot the snow.
They summon a snow plower.
But, okay.
The snow is very elusive.
If the snow proves to be elusive, correct. Hannah is very correct.
Okay, but wait a minute.
Yes.
Okay, let's say you're a plow. First of all, I don't know, why do people have plows in their personal trucks? I
don't know why that's a possession.
Is that like for the love of the game? Like you're just out there plowing?
Yeah, why would you get a plow? It seems like you're asking to take on the responsibility of cleaning up snow for people.
Where do plows go in the winter? Because they only have them on during the summer. They just disappear. Every neighborhood plow is just gone.
You think it's just like a front, like a look at me type thing? Like they don't actually want to plow anything. But this is what I'm saying. If I was a plower, if that was what I did,
if I plowed.
What's stopping
not
me?
The way we all hope and dream of, ladies.
What? Okay, we'll address that later.
Wait, what? Wait, what did you say?
No, I thought you were still a virgin. What are these? Are you telling people that?
You said if you plowed, so I'm assuming you.
Okay.
So we're just riffing.
Okay,
so you're not in the way. Lee said, "Are you?"
I'm doing the Raging Bull thing where he's like, I'm not going to answer that. It's such a ridiculous question. Yeah. So you're at the plow base, right? And they say, gentlemen, go plow. What's stopping you from just driving around? Is that what you think sex is like? Gentlemen, okay. I'm never going to get to the question.
Sorry.
What's stopping you from doing absolutely nothing? Is someone going to call the plow company? Like, what's something if you're just going and getting a McGriddle and sitting there?
Yeah.
And then, like, walkie-talkieing it and being like, I'm plowing the shit out of this snow.
Well,
Nothing at all. If I'm left without supervision, I'm not doing my job.
Absolutely.
I feel like, you know what I think plow guys are? They're like genetic laborers, though. Like, they don't know how to not plow.
They're genetic laborers.
That's what they're like.
They're like
Wired.
fire ants.
Yeah.
Right, they would do it for free, plow
Yeah,
guys.
they do.
They
I feel
probably
like
They
they
do it
do.
for the love of the game.
They're like, yeah, I'm gonna invest in a plow.
It's so much funny. I mean, it's so funny how much I depend on other people working harder than me. Because I like opened my door at 10 a.m. today and my street still had snow on it. And I was like, these lazy motherfuckers. I'm just waking up.
When they were rebuilding the apartment that burnt down in my building, I don't know if you've heard about it, but it was like 9:30 in the morning, and they're like going in and out of the apartment building. And so one of my neighbors leans her head out the window and was like, "Fuck you guys! You wake me up every day this week." And I heard the construction guys go, "All right, next time we're gonna use the front door." It's like it's 9 a.m. You can't get mad
Yeah.
at the people reconstructing your apartment when it is after 8 a.m.
Yeah, no.
Jeez.
Were you ever gonna bang one of the guys? Like, if the construction guys were cute, would you have seduced one?
I mean, probably. I'll take any opportunity to meet a man.
Okay.
I love to flirt. I'm here for a good time.
You heard it here first, folks. So that, I feel like, is the end of the episode.
That's a good place. Yeah.
At the end of the episode, I want that line to take you to these links coming into chat right now. Okay. Check out Hannah on Twitter, Big Stupid Baby, and OnlyFans, Big Stupid Baby with the eyes. You went with eyes.
Switching it up.
Switching it up. All right. And everyone, thank you so much, Hannah. You were an incredible guest. Got us started on 2024.
Thanks for having me.
What a good lead off to the new year.
It was a beautiful
Yeah.
time. It was a beautiful time. Nick and I ourselves are gonna look at these links as well. And
Yeah, we never talked about you blowing your wad.
That's for you, bro.
Okay. 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 In our group message, what did I say? We were talking about well, first of all, Hannah thought that she was just texting Nick. And
She said, I found Sabato's stupid, ugly Facebook profile.
yeah, she was like,
Dumb, small dick fuck.
yes, yeah. She would. I mean, can we just say everything you said, Hannah? Do you mind?
You could read the full transcript up to me realizing where I was if you'd like.
Hannah said, I took too many mushrooms Friday. Genuinely went nuts yesterday morning, but my eyes are still swollen from crying, but my tits look great. I have a bunch of Bato info gathered. I kept finding pics of his dead grandpa. Nick says, okay, cool. We can talk about the trip if you want. Oh my gosh. Then she posts the Facebook photo, my Facebook photo of just, you know, we saw it all before. And then she said, oh, I thought I was just messaging Nick. I showed too many of my cards. And then I posted this meme of, here, we'll just put it on the screen. Whoops. We'll just put on the screen. I just posted, I already fucked up my 2025. I've already fucked up. 2025 will be my year. But then we started looking on each other's Facebook, because she's looking at my Facebook. I was like, oh, I think I found you back. And then Hannah was like, okay, send me the worst pic you can find. And then I said, IDK if I could shoot my wad. IDK if I want to shoot my wad before the show. Also, don't know if I want to send the material I'm thinking of using live. So that was it. Nick replied, sir.
So you're gonna, after we're done, you'll shoot your wad.
Afterward,
Yeah.
no, I have. But
Oh,
I
I love hands-free Kevin.
I love how you replied to it, Hannah, and said, I just wasn't going to address it till later, because that's just another iteration on what I was saying, too.
Okay, that's really funny.
Yeah. All right, but we're going to leave it at that. Thank Thank you, Hannah, for reminding me to bring that up.
You're so welcome.
I think it was great material, and I'm glad we saved it for now.